Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a really fun one for you. It's what Foss said when he submitted his game to me. Directly for once. And yeah, I'm curious to see if what he said holds true. So we're gonna jump right into it, and by right now, I mean in 1.5 seconds. There you go. Here we go. No problem here. The task doesn't want to appear in my screen. Alright, I unfreeze him. Now he appears, and now I can introduce him. Oaklandish is the task. We're having a Shadow Demon as well, played by Twak. We're having Zorgot playing the Skarath Mage, and oh my lord, it's an Oscar! Careful, you might get burnt. Ice in my pants will provide fire, very ironically, and there's a Bristleback, played by La Bolduc. Probably not French, whatever. To oppose them, we have Beast. The Beast itself playing the OD, the Outward Devourer. That is a beast of a hero, I have to admit. We also have Hot Damn Clarice. That is playing the the Witch Doctor. The Tusk wants... Wait, what? Share your gifts with me. What gifts? There's no gift anywhere. The only gift that they're gonna get is death. Well, maybe the gift of 25 MMR, I don't know. The best gift is a horse, apparently. It doesn't work on Twak. Well, whatever. That's interesting. But I'm not here for some Christmas role-playing session. I'm here to watch people play. You're giving him words. Horse. But why? Okay, anyway, finishing the introduction, we have Ice, playing the Zeus. I do not know if I put enough ice in there. There's also Ninja's Hyper, that is even more hyped than I am, but this game, playing the Legion Commander, going to be on the offlane, and finally, on the mid lane, not the OD, because the OD will be safe laning for some reason, the Timbersaw, played by Ultra Valkyrie. It is not a normal Valkyrie, it is an Ultra Valkyrie. So, all is well and good. And he's going to be facing the Skarath Mage. Oh, wow, that's an interesting matchup. I'm not entirely sure with favors, to be honest. The Timbersaw, sure, he likes to get harassed, but not if this kind of harass is magical damage. He is gonna have a bit of a problem, but Skarath Mage is kind of like Zeus in that he kind of doesn't care about the form. He can just get it with the Arcane Bolt, and that's about it. Look at this, man. He is already 2 CS in, doesn't care. Timbersaw, not the best at last hitting, but it doesn't matter. He's great at sustaining, he's gonna get his levels, he's gonna be fine. Another interesting matchup is on top lane. Legion Commander against Twak and Ice in my pants. I really wonder if the Legion Commander is gonna be able to get anything here. And if she even gets anything, can she make anything out of that? It's a Huskar, gonna get harassed. Twak is also going to harass the hell out of him with that poison. Oh, I should probably put my eyes on the bottom lane. It's trying to go on ice. But now the stun comes in, the cast comes in. It is a Tusk that is in trouble. He might fall, and yes, Beast will claim the first blood for his team by killing out Oaklandish. Now the Bolduc is in need of assistance, and he will receive assistance from the friendly touch of his tower and the extra armor it gives. So, all is well and good. For the Radiant at least, because for the Dire, well, they dropped the first blood to a guy that really likes to snowball, the OD. I think he was the one to claim the kill, yep. And he loves it. Now, some shots that do not okay, alright, no, that I'm not even going to comment on that. It is not worthy of commenting on. Like, that Maledict, that combined with a few Arcane Orbs from the OD are going to lead to the death of the Bristleback. Easy peasy, that guy was low to begin with. It was just an act of mercy at this point. Well, La Bolduc, gonna have to step this game up. Unlike the Huskar, I mean, yeah. He is not in need of more action. It's a Tusk that is diving. He's gonna get a snowball to the face though, and he might die himself. Too greedy. Oaklandish is going to die, no doubt. I said no doubt. 5 HP, no HP, alright. But that was clearly not worth it for that OD. That managed to claim a kill, yes. That managed to get 2 assists, yes. But a death kind of taints that hunting trophy, doesn't it? But at least it does show that the supports are doing an excellent job at pushing away the duo lane. Trialing against duo lane, that's generally what tends to happen. Looking back at the top lane, we do have still the Legion Commander that is getting a... Well, no, she's not getting that much, but she's getting levels. She's playing solo. And seems like Moment, of course, does not dispel the burning spear that say, with caps, you are on fire. Alright, well... I don't think there's going to be too much action as the Legion Commander appears to be very, very careful. Is she winning the lane? No. No. It's a Huskar that is getting further and further ahead. In fact, I think I should be worrying about the Huskar getting too big if I was on the Radiant, or I should be looking forward to the Huskar doing a carnage, because DOD, as much as he's killing, he's not refarming. He is more focusing on how to push back the offlaners rather than pushing himself. They are going to get, thanks to the Zeus, however, total control of the vision, kind of, because they haven't spotted that nice ward over there. They are, however, well, they're there. There's nothing else to be said because they're not doing much. They're just farming. Are they farming well? I don't know. Beast, however, now, he wants to change that slow cadence that they've been putting in the last 30 seconds by trying to get another kill on the Tusk, and with the Zeus, it's going to be a successful attempt. Night falls, and the moon will mourn the body of the Tusk. Not anymore, though, because he's back. And yeah, that's pretty good for the Radiant, although, as I say, the OD should probably be focusing on the farm instead of pushing the wave at all times, giving a lot of space to the Bristleback. And yeah, you're going to see that these supports really want to go. I don't think it's to their credit, though. And the Witch Doctor is even going to dive for this. Okay, he is going to dive. He is going to put a Maledict in his last dying moment, but the OD is still on the chase. And by on the chase, I mean he's still tanking the entirety of the tower hits. Now he's ushering himself, but wow, Beast, he is taking his name a bit too seriously, it seems. No, because he's only 9 CS in. I wonder how it translates to net worth. Yeah, he's getting a bit behind compared to the Huskar, compared to the future Beast. He is going to be the one that is going to put ice in the pants of that OD if things keep on happening, because a Huskar, I don't know if you know, but I know that the Huskar is really snowbally. Way more than most of the heroes in the game. Against certain matchups, he just kills, and then ends the game. That is generally how Huskar games tend to happen, if executed well. Kind of like a Lycan game. Which is why he's extremely annoying to deal with, and most single-target heroes are unable to deal with him, or magic damage dealers, because he has magic immunity when low. And guess what? Apart from the Maledict is going to be a huge problem for that Huskar, but apart from that, and maybe from the Arcane Orb of the OD, yeah, the Zeus is not going to do much on the mid lane, while the Timbers is not going to do too much on him neither. Talking about the Timbers, we're finally going to get some action mid. It's going to be the Tusk that comes in. Unfortunately, he does not have the damage as... Oh, talking about the Huskar earlier, there's him doing diving, actually, and getting a kill on the Legion Commander. However, it looked extremely close. I wonder why. Oh, it's probably because he got life break. He's level 6, his ultimate is online. So now, we're gonna maybe, just maybe, see him going ham. That's generally how it happens. So I've seen Huskars that don't care about the towers. They just dive. They just go in. They just don't give two damns, and that's horrible. Talking about horrible things happening. Well, you have a lot of damage on the Bristleback. Well, I'll say a lot. He's only dropped to half HP. Still very much alive. He walks forward though, while maledicted. Might be his fatal mistake here. As no, it was a bait. It was a bait. But from who? It was a bait from the Radiant. They baited the bait to bait the baiters. Very good one. It was beautiful. He used his astral imprisonment after going under the tower, forcing the Bristleback to come back in to try and get that juicy kill, and then he walks away with nothing, while the Radiant walk away with the freshly acquired body of the Bristleback. Freshly body of the Bristleback that now comes in, and oh, Shadow Demon now walked himself a bit too far. Might die here, however, there's also La Bolduc on the chase. The Shadow Demon is one hit away from death. Is he gonna get it? I don't know, because there's a Zeus on the back line that is also dropping extremely low. The Quills will stack and the Quills will kill. Ice dies to La Bolduc. Which, no, well, of course, he's gonna get a bit of intelligence stolen, but now he finally gets revenge. That Bristleback. Yeah, he did need that, because he had no kills, 3 deaths, and 2 assists. People were starting to not take him seriously. And you should take a Bristleback very seriously. Because a Bristleback is a Bristleback. He can do a lot of damage. I think that the Zeus may have underestimated the damage here. Now, looking back at the top lane, the Legion Commander is still not level 6. Looks to be much more quiet on this side of the map. So we're not going to look at it. Why look at where it's quiet when you can look at where there's action? There's still a lot of tensions on bot lane from the looks of it. In fact, you might see an aggression right now. Yeah, here comes the shots, but the shots are going to whiff completely. But Double Duck doesn't care. He wants that kill. Or does he want to feed? What is he doing? What is he planning to do with this? Okay, he thought that he was called Bristol Front for a reason, but he's not. So now he dies, and now Twak maybe don't want to follow, as Beast decides to, yeah, take a little shower under the tower. But he's immediately going to realize that's a mistake. Meanwhile, at the mid lane, does appear that Ultra Valkyrie, while I was not looking, decided to dive the growth and got absolutely nothing out of that. How's that matchup going, I wonder? It's dead even, surprisingly. Okay, I thought that the Skywrath would have gotten the upper hand. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. He is completely fine. And by he, I mean the Timber. Bolduc is a really bold one, I have to give him that. Now, there's going to be a snowball. Tusk also wants to be bold to prove his mightiness. Unfortunately, Beast is also around. Now he's gonna get banished. There's going to be 2 more of him that come in. Beast is dropping low, he's at 200 HP, but there's the Witch Doctor saving the day. And the life of Beast. Yeah, there's still a lot of poison, shadow poison on him. He's going to take a bit more damage, but unfortunately the Poisoneer is going to die. I'm not even sure if Poisoneer is a word. I'm just going to use it as, oh, look who came for dinner. It's the Legion Commander that has duel, will not use it for some mysterious reason. It was a perfect opportunity. The Tusk stayed around a bit too long. You had a lot of friends around, but he decided to play it safe. Now, what is he actually going to do? Why did he come here in the first place? Maybe he realized that he could not lane against the Huskar. But then you go jungle. Why would you try to steal? Yeah, no, he's trying to steal the farm of the OD. But why? But why, good friend? For what purpose? As now, you have a few pings on the Timber, so he's taking that tower. Okay, Timber is usually terrible at pushing, but it seems like he wants to redefine how a Timber is played. Now, Timber is played as a pusher. As now, the cask will come, Shadow Demon will be poisoned, but it's probably not the guy that you want in the front line, a Witch Doctor. So now he'll just walk out. Legion Commander still trying to find a target to duel, I suppose, or she just got lost. Okay, she got lost on the way top, on her way back to the top lane. Legion Commander, by the way, has almost no farm, but she's going par with the Bristleback somehow. That's got a bit more CS if I recall correctly, but he died a lot, so... Interestingly, the Zeus is ahead. I mean, ahead of all supports and the offlaners. Which is good for him, he's almost going to be level 6. I mean, he had such a big impact, such a lot of damage, making sure to dominate the lane. But he might die now, because he's getting snowball, his path of escape is stuck, but oh, nice save with the Astral. Or is it a save? I don't know, it's maybe just delaying the inevitable. He's going to throw one Thunderbolt, here comes the Anti-Eclipse, unfortunately it's not going to do anything, he's dead. And more might come as, oh, mid lane, does appear that Ultra Valkyrie did claim the tower. Actually, it was Hot Damn Chalice that got it, but Ice in My Pants made a rotation, noticing that the top lane was really empty. He was feeling really alone, really lonely. So he came to the mid lane, sorry, and came to play. That's what happened. After he came to play, he got a kill, and now he's walking back top, because there was a Legion Commander, but he's still going to find his lane empty. He is still going to have no one to play with, which is the kind of... Alright, I guess he's 2-0-0, he's on top of the net worth by 1,300, but there's usually a point in the game where you snowball out of control with a Huskar, and if you can't snowball out of control, you pretty much lost the game. You're basically irrelevant. Well, now he's getting an omelet. The omelet is getting delivered inside the corridor as, oh, Thunderbolt comes in. I mean, Thundergod Wrath comes in. It's to try and stop Zoroth and Bolduc from chasing the Beast. The Beast at 100 HP. How did this happen? Bolduc is going to be bold as ever as he's going to dive the tower. He's probably going to get the kill with the Quail, but there's someone else, a more important target that's going to die. The Groth might die, but no, the Beast survives. How did you let this happen, Bristleback? All you had to do is press W. Well, he didn't press W. Now with the pipe, he's going to try to walk himself out. Maybe he can, but there's a guy that really likes Bristleback with the double damage. It's still no duel, what? You could have just walked forward, got to stop the Bolduc from leaving, and then that would have been a kill. Why didn't you do this? Why did Ninja Hyper not do this? It was the perfect opportunity. Again, she had a lot of friends around. She could have just gone there. Okay, no. Okay, that cask is not going to do anything. But yeah, she had a lot of friends. She just could have dueled them. That would have been a great disable, a great kill. It's a bristleback, and while dueled, he has his front completely exposed, so he would have just died. But no, that didn't happen. That did not happen at all. All of those cosmetics appear to be just for show. For the moment. For the moment. She does not even have Dota Plus. Ah, that's why. If she had Dota Plus, well, she probably would have won this engagement. All of them, in fact. The game would probably be over. She would have 20,000 dual damage. And yeah, that's why. That's entirely the fault of not having Dota Plus. Really. Let's ask Dota Plus, by the way, what he thinks about this game. Yeah, he's not really happy about the Dire, right, at the moment. He says that despite the Legion Commander not having any dual damage, well, the Dire is still not winning. At all. He still thinks that it's 70% in favor of the Radiant. Now, Ice. Going to meet Le Bolduc, or is it Le Bolduc getting met by everyone? Well, does appear like with the Skywrath rotating, it's going to be the death of the OD at least. No, Ice. Going to use the Thunder God Rise. Can he leave? Is this going to be a double kill? It looks like it will. It will. The Bolduc will claim it. Easy peasy. No need to squeeze the lemons. I mean, it's not Le Bolduc, although it would make much more sense. It's La Bolduc. La Bolduc. Top lane. Now, action's gonna break. It's still some of the Oscar. Well, now it's his time to champ. The first duel of the game will finally come after an eternity, as the Huskar is still alive, trying to go on Ultra Valkyrie, but he will jump into a charging car, and the car will run you over. What a surprise. However, Timbersaw not out of trouble quite yet. Shadow Poison still on him, but he is regenerating fast. So that's a total victory for the Radiant that are shutting down a very important target. And by very important, I mean the most important target. I mean, that's the Huskar. How much damage did he take? A lot. And that fight, he took a lot of damage all the time. And most of the damage self-inflicted, I think. Yeah, he inflicted most of his own damage. Well, that's a Huskar. But against the Timber, usually you're supposed to survive, but not here. Not now. The Timber chain did too much damage. As well, the party suddenly went up, but all of a sudden it's back at bottom. And it's Ultra Valkyrie that decided to come in as well, try to help as Oaklandish with 2H. Going to plant a ward, not really willing to anger Ninja's hyper too much. Very well. Very, very well. Well, the fact that he got a nice duel was good, the Legion Commander. She finally realized that she does need that. She finally found the opportunity, and yeah, that's good for her. She also completed an armlet, so actually, as much as I praise the Huskar for being ahead, that lead is not that significant. Leads should be calculated in items, not gold, I feel. And yeah, he only has a Morbid Mask more than other people, or more than other heroes. Well, the OD doesn't have anything though. He's going for 4-staff, doesn't have it, so at least he has more than most other people. In fact, surprisingly, I think it's only the Legion Commander that has any big item. I'm looking, but I'm only seeing, well, I'm seeing Glimmer Cape, but that's all I'm seeing as, oh, I should probably be seeing this. I'm seeing the Skywrath die. Actually, I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to look at it now. That's right, I'm cheating. Don't hate me. I just need to see that kill. I just needed to see that. That explosion. That's right, it was fireworks on your screen. For Zorgot will be forgotten for the next 30 seconds because he is dead. And you forget dead people after a while. Kinda sad, but that's the way it is. Now I will drink water. Nice in my pants. Well, he's not going to participate in the next fight that's about to happen on Ultra Valkyrie. That is, however, going to take the Tusk to unbelievably low levels, but he's still alive somehow. Shadow Demon, however, is not. He's dead. Twack got twacked. La Bolduc now under trouble. That guy keeps on running into trouble. For what purpose? For what purpose? But, oh, that's the purpose. He is the master of the baits. But Ice in my path now is trying to take Ultra Valkyrie that disappeared and was invisible for some reason. Well, he's dead now. He has completed the Yules, as now it's a Dire in full assault mode, getting a double kill, and that's a 4-for-1. So, La Bolduc, wondering what he was doing so far ahead, I understand. He was trying to make up for the previous bait. That was a complete failure. The previous bait was a failure, but that one wasn't. Definitely wasn't. No? Well, Ninja's hyper. He is alone. And what that may have been a huge mistake, and indeed it was. Alright, well, okay, going in alone against the Huskar and Skyras Mage, the two very important cores. Well, actually, all three cores, now that I think about it, since the Bristleback is, technically speaking, a core. Well, not just technically, his form suggests that he is a core, and now all of a sudden, yeah, everyone's ahead, and that might be the point where they snowball out of control indeed. As now they're going to maybe try to kill more people. They're going to go on Ultra Valkyrie, Ice in my pants, but he is getting controlled. That pure damage does a lot. But oh, Huskar was still alive, almost managed to bring down everyone. That was way too close for comfort. But no, he is going to be abandoned by his friends that are going to walk away. Not going to follow him in his folly, and that is it. They have not been able to snowball. This was the point where normally you would have that line, that net worth line, go down and never stop. Did it never stop? No, it stopped, and now it's going back up. So, problems. That's a big problem if you can't snowball of control, because you don't have the cores for that. Now, the Timbersaw, however, might be in too deep. That's a lot of magical damage. Exactly what he hates. Well, that Glimmer's not going to save his life. The tower will end his life. The Bolduc tries to bait again. The Sanity Eclipse only going to come on one, but it's enough maybe to kill Oaklandish. The duel not going to come. Maybe it will. He is taking another shower under the tower. It's Ninja's Hyper. Here comes the Death Wall, but it's not doing anything. As now no one has died, but Ninja's Hyper. He tunnel vision into his own death. He is now raging into all chat. As oh, it's not over yet. Ice. Well, he's gonna get an easy one, and oh, Zorgot also got Beast that was extremely low. Hello, Ice Sigil. Well, the Ice Sigil did slow everyone, but that's. I don't think that was the. I don't think that was to be commended. I don't think that was the main factor in there. Actually, no, it is to be commended. It slowed down her enough, the Legion Commander, I mean, for her not to be able to pull the duel off. Which is wonderful. Which is wonderful for them, but the big aspects in those fights is this Rod of Atos. The big breadwinner for the Dire is this Rod. It doesn't look like much. It's only a 3,000 gold item, I believe. And yeah, but it does kill pretty much anyone that it sees. Up, Rod of Atos, up, Ancient Seal, up, Mystic Flare, up, you're dead. That's as easy as it is. That's an easy combo, easy peasy. But now, right, Ultra Valkyrie died in last fight. With that Yule Scepter of Divinity, he's not gonna have that much problem against Gareth anymore. He did need to get that Ancient Seal dispelled after all, and that's the perfect item for that. Gives him the mana, doesn't give him a lot of health, but that's the right pickup in my opinion. I feel like it is. Well, he's not going to find anything though. He's not going to find any form of engagements, any form of creeps, because they've already been taken by his friends. By Ninja Hafer, Beast, and Ice. That are all grouped up for some reason. Is this smoke time? It would be a good smoke time, right? Is this a good smoke time? Yes. But they're not going to smoke up, they're just going to walk up to them, find Twak, but it's Twak that found the Timbersaw. He is unaware of the other people coming, but oh, he's going to use that too aggressively. He's going to use his Yules way too aggressively, so he does not have any way to dispelling anything, and he's dead. Now, Ice might be under a bit of trouble himself. Malik comes into the Bristleback, but the Bristleback has done the job before. But here comes the duel. Duelist, I'm going to be victorious with the Death Ward as well to claim the kill. That is going to be an easy kill. 20 dual victory damage in... well, 3 against 5, I think it was, with the Huskar not even involved, losing 2, only getting 1, losing 1 support and 1 farm, well, 1 farm support and 1 very, very big core. Not what you want at all, and at the same time, the Dire do get a tier 2 tower, which may be the most important aspect of it. As oh, no, more action, it's the Outward Devourer that's gonna have to be walked out, thanks to the Witch Doctor. But they did not get anything out of that follow-up, it seems. No, because they didn't get a tower out of that. They are just... yeah, no, actually, if you look at the network chart, I thought that the line here never stopped. Well, it stopped for a small break, but now it's going back down. It's going back down fast. As now it might just continue to go down if Beast dies here, but Beast cannot be found. Ice in my pants is going to be not hot enough to attract the OD. He is going to be able to juke it out. Nice jukes from him. Very nice juke. As meantime, well, okay, the entirety of the Dire, and by the entirety I mean 3 of them, are grouped up in the middle. But that is still, yeah, that is still a division that's going to be fruitful, as it's going to maybe lead to a tier 1 tower as well. Gotta admit that the Dire is way more keen on pushing than the Radiant. The Radiant, I don't have the best pushing heroes at all. And, well, they do have a lot of killing heroes, but so does the Dire. And now, oh, Duel, this time he's going to connect, and he's going to be the winner. Blah! It's going to be won by the Legion Commander. Okay, I gotta get a bit more into it. Otherwise, this guts is going to be a disaster, as if it wasn't already. Now. The Legion Commander has 35 dual victory damage, which is good. But what was I saying before? Yeah, I was saying something very important about the Radiant draft being horrible at pushing. Timber, even if you win the fight, you can't push. Your right-click damage is abysmal. Your attack animation even worse. You are not a right-clicker. Zeus, same. With Doctor, same. OD, he gets all of his damage from his Arcane Orb. Arcane Orb does not affect tower. However, something that affects your Zeus is the Arcane Bolt that almost brings him down. Okay, well, that. Back to the pushing story. There's the only guy that can actually push is the Legion Commander with press the attack. And then again, that's only assuming that she gets a lot of victory on those duels. And so far, I've seen her miss 2 opportunities to win a duel. To even get the duel. Very early on. Now that might change. Now that she has a blank and an armlet, that could change. Now she's going for blade mail. Probably should go for a BKB, I feel, so as not to be affected by the burning spear while she's dueling. But that's just me. Or no, actually, that's another way that you can deal with the burning spear. One way that you cannot deal with the burning spear, however, is getting silenced and dying and having beast in the middle of the fight. But oh, Huska dropping extremely low, but the Huska's still alive and the OD is dead. The duel comes in and it's going to be won by the Huskar. Oh my! He finally will be brought down, but he brought 3 down in his wake. And that is bad. You even lost the duel. You gave him more damage, and that guy, considering that he attacks fast, that's a disaster. Now, La Bolduc will try to kill Ultra Valkyrie. Can he get him? No. No, Ultra Valkyrie is fine. The tier 2 tower, however, is not fine. Tuak was attacking it the entire time. So now, well, there's only 1 tier 2 remaining already, and with 25 minutes in, this might be the snowball that I was expecting from a Huskar game. This might be. However, spoiler alert, you see the the length of this video. You will think, silly caster, I'm still here for another hour, or something like that. I don't know, I don't actually know how long that game is. I just know it's not 25 minutes. So, I probably shouldn't be that meta, but I am. What are you gonna do about it? And I know that does mean that the Radiant are going to hold somehow. But it's not about what happens. Dota is never about what happens, how it happens. It is about how it happens, and let's see how the glorious Radiant will come back. Well, then again, they're not exactly too badly set for 25 minutes in. I've seen games where there's like an 18,000 gold lead at 26 minutes. Here, it's only 4k. Only 4k. It's definitely doable. Definitely doable. Okay. More than being definitely doable, they first have to take the kills. They first have to push back the enemy. And now I've seen my best. He's going to try to make that impossible. He is going to use his newly acquired Hurricane Pike, new toy to work with, but that's only to push back his enemy. He's not going to keep chasing, as indeed he does not really have any mean. He is just going to take down the last tier 2 tower of the game. And now, what is going to happen? They are probably going to either look to Roche or to take down tier 3 or take pickoffs and then go tier 3. Maybe, if they're not wise, they are going to choose first an assault on that man. And oh no, first they're going to take Beast. Beast that is Astraled. Astraled himself doesn't have any mobility, but here comes a Cask, and oh, never mind, there's enough mobility. There's a Full Staff helping him, and now here comes Revenge. But yeah, Revenge is going to be successful as the Legion Commander takes the duel. Now it's Ultra Valkyrie that is stuck in the middle of everyone, but oh, here comes the Death Cat doing a lot of damage. Double Duke dies! Okay, well, the Legion Commander still on the chase. Whacks down, whack, thwack. And now, maybe more, Ninja's hyper on Rampage now. He is going ham, he is trying to kill Outlandish, even though he's isolated by the Ash Shot. He'll get it easy peasy. It's the Revenge of the Legion that does manage to keep it in, that keep the game not very near their tier 3. And now it's probably going to be the Radiant that's going to take control of the map back. In fact, even going to de-ward. That ward, well, it expired in 1 minute anyway. But you see that all of that defensive vision is probably going to turn into aggressive vision. Oh, maybe not. The Zeus might be dead here. They are not still in the lead. Keep that in mind. The Skywrath hasn't said his last words yet. So, in fact, he does have a Bloodstone. That's why he was up so fast. Alright. Well, we're still rather early as... Oh, well, duel. Okay, Legion Commander takes it easy peasy. You can't cast any spell while you are taunted, can you? That's going to be more duel, and that's going to shut down. Actually, look at the gold. Look at how much gold that gave. In fact, I'm going to look at that. Show fight recap. There you go. Show recap. 800 gold. That's not nothing. That's a big swing. Just in one kill. I think he just got ahead of the bristleback like in that fight. Just like that. Snap of his finger, and there you go. And oh, more fight, maybe more action. It's on Ultra Valkyrie. Ultra Valkyrie still alive. Still alive. Ninja Cypher is going to walk back with them. Okay, they know that without any towers, without that kind of mind control, they can't do much. They cannot do much. They are going to plant a ward, but it's immediately spotted by the Radiant Observer ward. And that is going to be, yeah, the game going back to a bit of a passive phase. After, well, one hell of an intense fight that lasted forever. And yeah, now I think it's still the Dire that's in control of the map due to the advantage in towers, but there's a big but here. If, and only if, they keep on losing those fights, if they cannot manage to find the engagement, well, the snowball will melt, and it's going to uncover some dead bodies, I feel. And probably a dead ancient if things keep on happening that way. Because look at it. It was looking down at hell, but now it looked back at the surface and got up. Got out. As now, yeah, they're taking a bit more of the map now, the Radiant. They're taking control. They are taking control. Beast. Now going to attack a few creeps. Okay, just attacking creeps. It's alright. It is perfectly fine. Everything is fine. Don't panic. Don't panic. Nothing is worth panicking over. However, something might be worth panicking about is about a few heroes being isolated, such as the Skywrath. That is not, however, going to find a duel. In fact, the Legion Commander is not going to be quick enough on her fingers, and now she's going to find a big fish. A big shark. It's Huskar. However, Huskar not looking so big now. Sanity Eclipse is going to be committed, but it is not going to be enough. However, one last right click will, as now Ninja Hyper is going to duel the Tusk. Despite being low on health, it's not going to matter. She is extremely high on damage. And now, even more that she won another duel. 80 in her pockets. Ultra Valkyrie now tries to find the bristleback. Is going to find him. La Bolduc. Well, is going to be slowed down and... Yep, no, forced back. He is going to be forced back. Hot damn. Charles. Have I been pronouncing his name wrong the entire time? Clarice. Bleh. God. Clarice. How is that so hard to pronounce? I don't get it. I simply don't. Okay, now Ultra Valkyrie and Hot damn Clarice. Bleh. Hot damn Clarice are going to take down a tier 2 tower, so, well, despite them not having a lot of damage, that Witch Doctor did take the plus 75 damage talent, so they do at least have something. They're not helpless. And you see that now, tick tock, time is kind of running out for the Dire, it feels. It feels like their snowballing attempt has run out, so now they're gonna have to win through another way, and I don't know what that way is gonna be. They couldn't maybe bring the bristleback to unkillable levels, but he's really far away from that point. I mean, he wants to go for Octarine now, but he needs a lot of farm before that's a reality. And before that, there's also a Skywrath mate that was supposedly needing a lot of Bloodstone charges. He only got 5 now. He dies too much. He has a Kaya, so he's tanky, he has what he needs. He probably needs an Aghanims now. He probably will get it in like what? 5 minutes, maybe less. 2 or 3 minutes. Well, once he gets that, that could be interesting. That could be really interesting. That could be what they need. Double down the magical output, but at the same time, it's maybe the time where BKBs come about. No, it's not. The Legion Commander decides to go for a Nassau Cuirass. Okay, very well. Someone go for a BKB already. It does a lot of magical damage. You're fighting against a Skywrath. That would have been a better pickup. Enemy incoming, says Beast. Is he going for BKB? No, he's going for Hex. That I don't disagree with, however. That I think is a really, really nice pickup. Why? Because, yeah, instead of making sure that the Huskar beats you down and tries to burn everyone down, you can just turn him into a pig and turn him into bacon. He's going to burn himself, and yeah, that's going to be some nice smoked bacon for your team. However, that won't happen if he gets a BKB, but he's not getting that neither. He is getting a Talisman of Evasion. He's going for the disarm route. He is going for the halberd. Well, that, however, I think is a big problem. You don't really want the OD to do anything to you. If he cannot do the astral or the arcane orbs on you, if he cannot do that, he is pretty much almost useless. He's gonna have to go on someone else, because that's where most of his damage comes from. The rest is also magical. It's the Astral Imprisonment and the Sanity's Eclipse, which does not pierce spell immunity. So, I do frankly believe that not picking BKBs on both sides is a big issue. Now, you're gonna see a smoke from the Radiant. Headed to one. They're going to use the Thunder God Wrath for vision, something which I really like. It's not too often that you see Zeus doing this. No, they're going to find the Tusk and the Shadow Demon. They're probably going to take the Shadow Demon. They're immediately going to try and run down the Tusk because they know that the Shadow Demon is pretty much dead. They are if I'm going to get him. And what's this? They even managed to get a sneaky kill on that Tuskar in the back lines. Very good for them. It is excellent. Now the OD says sorry. For what? I wonder. No, he wanted to say well played. As yes, it was well played. Getting 3 and getting nothing. That is indeed the Radiant chance running out. I mean, the Dire's chance running out. It feels like it's slipping out of their fingers at Mach 10. Because, yeah, it's not just getting out of hell, it's looking to the heavens now. Oh, but now it might look back to hell if the Timber, well, if the Timber doesn't survive. It looks like he will survive. He didn't, no, actually he'll die, okay. And that's 1000 gold in the pockets of Zorgod. Okay, that might be a throw, but it could have been a bait. It could have been a sacrifice that now needs a Heifer. Has a duel, but it won't come because, yeah, no, he was not in range. But that's still a huge gold swing in a carry. I mean, sure, they weren't exactly ahead, but were they that far behind to the point where every kill gives 1000 gold? It's surprising. It really surprises me. However, I don't think it's going to stop the Radiant. That kill on the Timber, because without the Skywrath and with the fact that the Timber has a BKB, they're going to go in, they're going to use the Sanity Eclipse, it's not going to do anything. Oh, but now here comes the Death Ward, maybe trying to kill down Laboldic, but he's not going to control the Death Ward for the Death Ward to go onto that man. He has an Aghanim Scepter. Oh my, that's a really farmed Witch Doctor. That's a really farmed Witch Doctor. I mean, alright, he didn't go for many support items. He skipped entirely the boots. And hold my tongue. I have some fight to comment on. There's a Bristleback that is going to be attacked, dueled, and killed. Easy one. Easy one. 4 against 1. That Bristleback did a really questionable move here. Why did he go there? I will never know. I am not in his head. And unless the guy that submitted this is the Bristleback, well, he cannot explain why he did this. Why he TP'd there. And, well, I said that, yeah, that Witch Doctor is reformed. However, I don't think he knows that he can control his Death Ward by clicking on it and then selecting a target. Otherwise, I think the Bristleback would have died earlier. But now, oh, it could be the death of the OD, but no, he is quick to use the Hurricane Pike and get out of here. But now it's time for the Radiant to actually pressure everyone. So, yeah, the window of opportunity from the Dire is closed for the day. But it's night, so another day will come, maybe, for the Dire. I don't think they're out of this game yet. They still have a lot of items. Now the Huskar's going for BKB. I think that's going to be the next pickup, the next big pickup. As well, there's a fight at the top that I'm going to ignore because it's Icy Pants. I'm not trying to go on Beast. Beast, too low for comfort. But now he's walking himself up on the high ground. But, oh, Icy Pants jumps forward, but he's going to find someone else. He's going to find Ninja's Hyper. That's going to TP out. What? Yeah, I think he tried to duel, but misclicked. Alright, so it turned out that the Timber dead as well as the OD, as now Icy Pants is still trying to fight. He has managed to get well. Now he might get ice. And here comes the duel now, but it's a duel in the middle of 4, but it could just be enough. No! He got lifted into the air, stunned, and now the Legion Commander is dead. That's a nice play from the Tusk. Oaklandish with a punch. and the snowball manages to save his friend and create a team wipe for the Dire. Well, that's clearly the window of opportunity open from the Dire again. Not really. It just brought the game back to dead even. Now the Legion Commander is going to buy back. What is she going to do with this? She has a TP on cooldown and she can't do anything else. Ice in my pants. Alright. Don't know what he's doing. They're probably looking to the Roshan after that. They know that I can't get objectives. They know that they're responding way too quick with all those bloodstones. Those pesky bloodstones and, well, that's about it really. Yeah, now they're gonna get Roshan. It's going to be an easy one. Going to be an ice in my pants. Le Bolduc will have to wait a little more if he wants a cheese. He's gonna have to wait for the second Roshan. Still going for that Octarine, now that he has completed both the Pipe and the Crimson Guard. He is tanky as ever, but now he needs to sustain hell and high waters. And that is only possible with an Octarine. What is Karat going for now? Oh, no, never mind. He's not going for anything. He has completed an Aghanim Scepter. Currently getting delivered in Korea. Sweet, sweet. The Dusk. He also has a vessel. That's an interesting one. That is going to mean that they're going to be able to push like crazy. They are going to push like crazy. However, the one that is currently pushing like crazy is the guy that you would really not expect to push. Ultra Valkyrie, with the freshly acquired BOTs, is going to actually try and pressure the tier 3, try to force everyone back from the Dire. Are they actually going to back? They probably should know that it's a bad idea to fight through when your base is under attack. But they're not like they're going to. No, in fact, Ice in my pants is going to jump forward in the middle of everyone. Ice is going to do a lot of damage. Here comes the duel onto the Skywrath mate, but he gets disrupted. Now, the Aegis has been used, but oh, huge death ward blocks everyone. Outlandish is dead. The bounce come in, and now that's Ice in my face isolated. Tries to kill Beast desperately. Won't even need it. That pipe does so much. Who picked it up? Who's the guy I got a comment at the end of this game, even though I'm not in game? Is the Timber, so Ultra Valkyrie has managed to save the day. All of the damage from the burning spear has amounted to nothing more than a wet noodle, because it did nothing. It really did nothing. Now, well, Ultra Valkyrie maybe wants more. Wants to make this 3-for-1 into a 4-for-1. I think he's going to try to go in, but yeah, it's a bristleback. He also has a pipe. He also has a Crimson Guard, but he's gonna have to sustain a lot. He is now gonna have to try and fight, because now it's the Radiant that's knocking on your door. Now, maybe the duel, there's a blink in 1 second. He's not going to go for that. Way too deep is La Bolduc. But it's a tier 3 tower that's currently getting attacked. As La Bolduc, well, okay, now he's going to be able to get a bunch of intel stolen. But oh, that blade mail almost brought down the OD, but he knows better. The OD that's going to get himself out. But oh, someone that can't get himself out is going to be the Timber, so that unfortunately will be silenced and dead. Now, the Legion Commander is also going to die. Maledict comes in, but it's all too late. There's already 2 dead. And what is happening? What is this game beast? Can he survive? Not likely. Why can't I jump the whole time? Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to look forward to that. As now the poison brings down the OD to 1 HP. That is quickly going to be taken away. Now, to answer your question, Legion Commander, I am going to answer your question by looking exclusively at you. You're dead, so I can't look at you. Okay. Right, so now, okay. Let's look at this from the Legion Commander's perspective. He can jump now, but there's that Shadow Poison. It does a bit of damage, so he cannot jump at all times. Now he tries to jump, but he can't. Wait, what? He got a bit of damage here. Now he dies. Wait, so hold on. Right, so there's the Arcane Bolt that's come on him sometimes without him looking. There's at this second. There is no, actually, you know what? He took damage at all times. There's a Quills that flew in. There's physical damage at the end, alright. But there's also the Arcane Bolt that flew in. The HP removal, I don't think it affects that. Well, that's a repeat of what you saw. Forget what you see on screen. Physical damage from the Tusk. That's a physical damage from the Shadow Demon, from the, wait, Timber Saw. What? No, that's not Timber Saw. That's, well, okay, that's a Poison, Shadow Poison. There's more Quills, there's more attack damage, there's the armlet removal. Yeah, he took basically damage all the time. The only second in which he was not attacked was this one, because that few tick of damage does the HP removal of the armlet. And yeah, there you have it, the Quills, everyone. There you go. So now that I've answered your question, I can look at the consequences of it. Now, you're gonna have, again, the Diet. I tried to tunnel in there, but I don't think that's a good idea. But this time, they're gonna get a huge kill. They're gonna get all the kills. They're gonna get everything that they want, everything that they need. The Witch Doctor is still alive, though. Now, they're maybe gonna try and get a tier 3. But they, too, are not really experts at pushing, really. The Yaskar is great at pushing, but he's not removing enough HP for that. He doesn't want to drop at enough HP. As now the Timbersaw, well, he's trying to defend the base like he can with every single spells that he has in his arsenal. Now he's gonna get jumped on. There's no one to save him. He does not have the pipe. As now, well, it's probably him going down. He is extremely tanky, and yes, he dies. Beast, now, he came back from the dead, but unfortunately, he cannot do much. Actually, never mind. He can do a lot of damage. He can steal a lot, and he can kill that Bristleback. That poor Bristleback. Ice in my pants, however, did take the tower. It's now working on that melee Rax. Finishes it before working on more. Maybe working on that range Rax, but he is getting stunned for days. As now, well, the pure damage is doing a lot, but the Mystic Flare is doing even more. He is dead, and he has buyback, and probably should use it, or not right now, because the Dire are getting out, somehow. They don't want to push on the advantage. They don't. They're happy with what they got, so they're going to wait until, I suppose, that their Bristleback comes back. That's probably what they were waiting for, and then, yeah, they're going to go again, I feel. Now, Dota Plus. What are you thinking? You are extremely confused, and now you have admitted that you don't know. Your bet on the Radiant has gone to nothing. Well, you know what, if I was betting, which I'm not. I really despise betting. But if I was, I would say that it's indeed dead even. Both teams have demonstrated that they have the ability to kill every single team, granted that they have the positional advantage. Granted that they have the high ground advantage. And both the Skywrath with his double Mystic Flare, and yeah, the Huskar with the fire and the fury, but there's also the Legion Commander with the damage and the duels, and there's of course the OD with that Arcane Orb that is not getting countered by any BKB because, well, the only BKB that I see is only fresh. It's on the Huskar, and it's new. It wasn't there in the fight, so he wasn't countered before. Does it feel like the Bristleback has finally completed an Octarine? Wonderful. What is now the next pickup for the Skywrath? Dagon? Okay, there's a Dagon on the Skywrath Mage. Alright, well, that's also wonderful. That is also great. But is it what they need? Don't they need a BKB against the OD? Honestly, BKB on the Skywrath Mage may not feel like the most adequate of items, but when you're going for Dagons, might as well, you know, survive instead of trying to do more damage. Because that I feel could be a disastrous mistake, a good mistake. Is there any such thing as a good mistake? If you learn from it, yes. But talking about good mistake, that one's not a good mistake at all. It's going to be the death of that man, and however, the Mystic Flare does manage to take the Zeus in return. But there's still the Bristleback dying to a duel. Not what you want to see, not what you want to see. He died in, yep, 3 seconds. 3 seconds and you're dead. Here comes the revenge though. You do have the Skywrath that is back for round 2. He does have everything at his disposal. He's going to try to take down the Witch Doctor. They're staying there for way too long. Not entirely sure what he's doing there. Maybe try to get into Ultra Valkyrie, but it's Ultra Valkyrie now. That's going to be under a lot of problems. Now he's getting brought to his knees, and he's dead. And now, well, you see that there's a fake Timbersaw with a negative counter. What? Okay. The fake Timbersaw with the negative counter, that's a bug, is going to now be on the side of the Dire. What the hell? He has only 2 Bloodstone charges, and that may be what is currently bugging the entire thing. I don't know, but what? What is this? What is this blue Timbersaw? I don't think he expects him to live. I'll see how long he survives, because for now there's something else to focus on. Ah, never mind, he just died. Oh, right, he survives until the... Oh, right, that's what the Aghanim Scepter does. Right. Maybe. No, actually it doesn't. Actually, I'm confused. Why did that illusion die right when Timbersaw came back from the dead? Is that how the spell works? Well, whatever, at any rate. Despite my ignorance, you're gonna see now the BKB used by IC Pen trying to go on the Timbersaw. Is he actually going to get him? As now the duel comes in, it does manage to get the Shadow Demon. It's not what they wanted. They want the Huskar, but they're gonna get him. It cost them a buyback on the OD, but that's a great fight for them, I think. a great fight that managed to push back the die once more, which is great. But they're not winning that fight. They didn't win that fight. They still have the means to win that fight now that they completed the Hex on the OD. And maybe more. Maybe they're going to go, but no. Beast has to run himself out. Double Mystic Flare is heavy rain. A bit more than heavy rain, in fact. It's rain from hell. Because angels come from below. Demons from above. Hell is actually located above you. Don't look at the ceiling. No. Don't. You're not going to see it. You're just going to see your own ceiling and maybe the sky if you're watching this from a laptop outside or from a phone or something, or I don't know. Anyway, at any rate, we have Zorgot and Oaklandish that are taking shrines. So they're taking small objectives now. Yeah, it's still the Dire that I feel is ahead in terms of towers, but I don't think it means anything at this point. I think that any kind of advantage at this point is completely pointless. Both teams have the potential of killing each other, and that's what matters. I feel. That's the bottom line. Tusk has 11 charge of Spirit Vessel. Did he use any Spirit Vessel damage out of that? I don't know. All I know is that, well, they're gonna get another duel onto La Bolduc. Certainly, it feels like my earlier assessment in the early game of Ninja Slasher not finding the 2 early duels is not mattering at all. It's irrelevant. It's simply just irrelevant. Why? Because now he has 180, and with the Assault Cuirass, and with her being almost 6 slotted, now she's going for a BKB, kind of light in my opinion, but whatever. She is now extremely deadly. Extremely deadly. So, I still think that she could have gone for more duels, she would be even higher, but 20 higher, doesn't matter now. And yeah, especially... Actually, no, she didn't take the plus 40 dual damage bonus because that's the best way to throw the game. But if she did, that would have been a really terrifying Legion commander. He would have just not been the commander of the legions, but the commander of the commands. She would have brought so many comets down her way that she would have just drowned in it. So actually, it's not that great. She probably should not have taken that talent. In fact, she didn't. Now, she completes a BKB, finally. Finally, she completes a BKB. What did she sell? The armlet, I think. Yeah, she sold the armlet. She sold the armlet to get that BKB. Right, it's, alright, it was a smaller item after all. So now, well, she's gonna be able to sustain the Huskar even better. Because, yeah, that duel, now if she duels that man, it's not going to, he's not going to do anything. He can't use the Burning Spear, so he's completely irrelevant and useless. Plus, she has a Blade Mail, so there's that as well. Now, there's going to be a smoke on the Dire. We've not seen too many smokes, but now we finally see one. There's a Dagon level 4, Bloodstone, of course. And the rest, they're going in, they want to use all of their tools, they're going to try and find one, but they find everyone, they find the entire team. Here comes the Legion Commander. Who is she going to duel? She's going to duel the Support Legion. The Shadow Demon is dead, yeah, but at the same time on the back line, she does appear like the Zeus is in trouble, but the real action here is in the middle lane, because the Legion Commander is going ham. She's going bacon. She does not care about people. She just wants to fight. Fight me, cowards. And the cowards are running, because she has taken down 2. Well, yeah, she has. She has, but now she has to be careful because she is also low. Now she's very much awake, but oh, what's this? That's the Timber Sword that goes into a snowball. Well, it does fit with his outfit, right? But now here comes the Witch Doctor. Does a Maledict. Ultra Valkyrie is still alive. Now the shards are going to work against them. So now the Bristleback was kind of blocked. They still didn't manage to break down Ultra Valkyrie. And now the Tusk is dead. It's Le Bolduc. He has to run away or commit for that kill. He cannot get it. That Timber Chain just brings too much mobility to the table. He now has to run away and there's a duel available. Oh no, blink in 1 second. And no, he's going to be healed. That is the end of him. No, he's still running. What? He is running. Keep running, Bristleback. Keep running or they can get dueled. I don't know. No, he's not going to get dueled. Well, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Now it's a Timber Sword that comes in, but it's a bit too far. Heroes had time to come back. That Bloodstone, those 18 charges were not to be underestimated. Now, well, there's still a Maledict, and here comes a BKB. Here comes the duel now, and it is going to go off with a bang. It is the death of the Bristleback after a mad chase. It did cost the life of the Timber Sword, though. That didn't want to die. He had the Bloodstone, remember? And when you die as a Bloodstone, well, you just lose the charges. Before, it used to heal. So you could have some clutch plays here. Would have completely healed the Legion Commander, but didn't happen. Didn't happen. At all. Ah, hot damn, Clarice. He has completed a Lotus Orb. I think that's what created the Snowball on the Timber Sword previously. No, because if you look at him, he is going for BKB now, finally. Finally. That's a bit late in my opinion. That's, usually you see BKBs coming way earlier, but now they finally come on everyone. You finally see that they come on pretty much everyone. The Witch Doctor, yeah, no, he's just going for BOTs. I wonder what he's going to go for. That GPM talent. It's doing a lot. That's why Witch Doctor is one of my favorite supports. You get so rich as soon as you hit level 15, but it's also why I don't play Witch Doctor. Because as a support, you generally don't hit level 15 and before a while. And generally, if you hit level 15 in a reasonable time, it's that you won the game anyway, so... It's only in those kind of game where that GPM talent comes in real handy. You can buy as many wards and sentries as you want. You see that he has 3 in his inventory at the moment. And yeah, you can just take map control as Beast. I haven't talked about Beast at all. He's also going for BKB. I don't think he got any big item previously. In fact, he fell behind by quite a lot. He stopped being a Beast, and now he's a puppy. No, because, well, he still can do a lot of damage. He's a really mean puppy, but he can still, he isn't as relevant as he was before. He didn't snowball as much as his friends, as his teammates. No, Zeus. What is Zeus going for? Well, he does have an Indolence in Veil of Discord. He went for smaller items, as a support should. I like that. As Witch Doctor, well, he can afford to go greedy. After all, that GPM talent is not for show. It can lead to a few interesting things. I really like that cosmetics on the Witch Doctor, by the way. Look at the man, look at it go. Look at that Witch Doctor go, passing by with the swagger. He doesn't care. He just wants to kill, he just wants to cure, he just wants to prescribe you a good of dose of reports and low priority. By making you look extremely bad. But so far, the only thing that he's making look is himself look good. That's all there is to it. That is all there is to it, Twerk. Okay, now they're looking to Roshan. Now Dire's going to look to Roshan. That small thaw in the war between the Dire and the Radiant is going to end. It's back to war, and this time it's war on Roshan. Attack on Roshan. Shingeki no Roshan. I think. Yep. There's going to be everything thrown at that man. Is there going to be answer in time? That's going to be the Witch Doctor walking forward, but he's just planting a ward. Oh, the Zeus is going to spot, but he's only going to spot the Roshan going down, just grabbing a nice picture, commemoration picture for the Dire, remembering the day in which they took Roshan, ages and cheese in their pockets. No refresher shot quite yet, because that would have been amazing for the Radiant. And kind of great also for the Dire too. Imagining Skywrath Mage with twice his combo. Twice the Mystic Flare, Arcane Bolt, Ancient Seal, you name it. That's an absurd and obscene amount of burst. That could just ruin the day of anyone that comes close to it. Yeah, that could just destroy the entire team. That's not just twice the damage, it's 4 times the damage. Because he has Aghanims. And yeah, if you put Arcane Bolts in there, you could have 6 Arcane Bolts in there as well. Talking about Arcane Bolts, yep, well, okay. He only has 2-second cooldown on those. That's good. That is great. He decided to take not the GPM talent, he decided to take the Mystic Flare damage as well. So yeah, once they get to refresh a short territory, we're gonna see a lot of interesting stuff happening. A lot. A lot of damage. But now that BKBs have come about, it may not be as relevant as I make it out to be. Could not be as bad. When did this happen? When did this tower fall? Oh well, irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. What matters now is the next part of the plan. We're hitting really, really deep territory as far as the time is concerned. It is pretty late in this game. Now, yeah, of course, it's the time where heroes are 6-slotted, where heroes are really scared to go in, where there's a need to save for buyback. Most of them have, in fact. And now, any kind of mistake will propel either of these teams to victory, I feel. So, they have to be extremely cautious, so we're gonna be a bit more silent now. I'm gonna get closer to the mic because we must not make any sound, as not to alert the enemies. We must not. We must not. There is now a Mjolnir picked up by the Legion Commander. It replaced the Blade Mail. I am not sure I like that too much. You could have just gotten a Moonchild before, I think. Anyway, okay, enough of talking very slowly. I'm here to cast after all, not to shut up. So now you're going to see again the really tense situation. He's going to concentrate and escalate on the bottom lane. They're trying to get a tier 3. It's a fight for the tier 3. Le Bolduc is going to be as bold as ever, walking forward. I've seen this before, but now a lot of spells are getting thrown around. The Timbersaw is going to use his BKB, but the fight is still strong on him. He is going to die, getting blown into the orbit. As now, well, there's a lot of heroes being low. It's actually my pants now. That's taking hell in high waters. He is tanking the world. He cannot sustain. Legion Commander is not going to get the kill. As now on the back line, there's the OD. That managed to get a kill onto Twag, and Zorgot brings down the Legion Commander in his doorstep. But he has to get out now. He has to get out because 3 heroes are dead on his team. He is the lone man surviving with Zorgot, but Zorgot, no, he wants to go in again, and he gets the triple kill. Here it comes now, the Brute. No, you have the Scarlet's mate that almost kills himself with that that Lotus Orb. But no, the Bolduc now he's trying to get the support. It's a 2v2, but it's a 2v1 really, because the Bolduc he's being left alone. His friend, he does not want to go in, and he is going to drop the Aegis. He was the one getting the Aegis. He's going to use his second life. Clarice, I'll never get that name right, is going to get themselves out, and that's going to give a bit of momentum and maybe a tower for Dire. That if that get the fight, that win the fight. A really tense one as well. Yeah, he is going to get the tower. Can he get more? No, it looks like he'll walk himself out. He could, however, go because there's 40 seconds remaining. Yeah, in fact, he's still in the base. Now he's going to pop everything that he has. He is going to use the Crimson Guard. He is not trying to run down the Witch Doctor. Probably should focus on these racks. He is not doing that. He is instead trying to kill the Timbersaw. He's back in 6 seconds, and that is going to be the ticket out for the Dire, probably. Or no, it's going to be the ticket to try and kill that Rax, but it might be too late. It might be too late. Here comes the Timber. Papa Timber. Actually, where is he going? He is going to TP forward and not walk himself out, and now the chase is on. Now the Eos also comes in. Ultra Valkyrie, however, he is going to be forced to use the BKB, but in hot damn Clarice is almost dead due to the Mystic Flare doing so much damage. Now the Brittle back is trying to run away, running for the hills. He has managed to kite the BKB, as now he might be the one that tries to turn, but does he really want to do that? Maybe. Zorkot is still in the neighborhood. Ultra Valkyrie is going to not die. It is close though, as now Haldem Clarice is using it. That's what is not going to connect into anyone's Ultra Clarice is almost dead, but here comes reinforcement. Legion Commander came back from the dead to slap a bitch up. And that's not me saying this. That is a common expression in the faraway lands of America. I was just making a cultural reference. But that's the Radiant holding on, and a big mistake from that Bristleback, I feel. He dropped the Aegis. He could have hit the Rax when it was only a pure 2v2. It was only a Witch Doctor and a Zeus. He could have just scared them off, and that would have been a Rax. But no, he only got the tower, and he got a few damage on that melee Rax, but that's not doing a lot. That's not doing anything, in fact. And in that situation, it's better to hit the range Rax rather than the melee Rax, I feel. Why? Because first it has less armor, so less health, by theory. Second, the melee Rax regenerates. And that would have been an objective that he could have gotten for certain. The melee Rax, I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, he didn't do that. No? What's the next part of that plan? Now that they finally brought down the Bristleback, what are they going to do? I don't know. Ninja's hyper. What is he doing? Farming. Okay. We're back to farming. Well, we are in very late game, so of course you would not want to do any kind of big move. And indeed, the Timbersaw, he will maybe get some damage done into him, but unfortunately, he did have the BKB, and he's going to TP out. Askar still with that 14 dual victory damage. I thought that it would have gotten way out of control for the Radiant when I saw that happening. But they're holding on. And now it seems like a drop in the bucket for them. Sure, he has plus 14 damage, but that's nothing. That is nothing now. Legion Commander has way more. She has the entire world available to her. She has the world weapons, world-class weapons. Blades of Infinity. Let's see her putting those blades to use. As now round 3. Let's go. Okay, we're back. We are back. Let's say the Huskar tries to go in. It's Le Bolduc as well in front lines. Going to try again to counter melee Rax. They're not finding anyone. Okay, now he's forced to go back a little. Alright, here comes the BKB from the Legion Commander. Unfortunately, she cannot use a blink for another 1 second. And due to the poison, yeah, of course, she cannot use that blink at all. She cannot now. Okay, everyone from the Radiant walks back a little. Le Bolduc going to walk a bit further. Here comes the stun. But now they probably run out of ammo, didn't they? Oh, Witch Doctor going to use a BKB. Try to put that Death Ward to use. And here it comes. And now the duel onto the Oscar. He's going to go down. Oh, wow. That Hex. That Hex and that duel. Too much damage as now, well, it's a Radiant that obviously is on the pursuit. Can they get anyone? Twak is under the spotlight, under the sight of fire. He's going to try to TP out, but no, sir, not today. He is dead. He does have buyback. I think he does, yeah. He does have buyback, so he is going to be fine if his base is under attack, but it does show that any kind of prediction that Dota Plus could have made is wrong. You cannot predict that kind of game. Because it's down to the fights, it's down to the individual decision of every single player. And for now, the decision of Hot Damn Claris to go in like this was probably brilliant. It was to distract everyone, and then, yeah, they took down the out-of-position Huskar, and that is a big kill. Now, okay, they're probably going to try to force buyback. They are unaware that the Huskar does not have buyback. So maybe they're gonna get a tier 3, maybe they're gonna get more. Maybe they can defend, because there's still a Skywrath Mage. That has done a lot of damage in that game. Alright, here we go. Here comes a pig, a bristleback. Here comes a BKB from Beast. They have to kite those. Oaklandish may give his life for it. Yes, he will. Probably. He's still alive, though. No, he's not. Here comes the duel now on to 1. But, oh, the Shadow Demon saves the life of the bristleback. But the bristleback will die anyway. The Tusk now buys back as well. You have the Huskar coming back in 15 seconds. Can they do anything in the meantime? Can they? They're probably going to hold the line, but for how long? There's no BKB, and oh, the Legion Commander dropping extremely low. Extremely low, but oh, there was still a BKB on the Witch Doctor. I'm not going to use the Death Ward to try to kill the Bolduc, but it does appear like the OD will die nonetheless, as Ice in my pants. Well, take down Ninja Slasher. I want to see this. I do want to see what happened there. Okay, alright, so here comes the Death Ward. It does appear like there was a TP on that. Ninja Hyper dropped extremely low before, but now she gets brought down in one last tick. Okay, she was low to begin with. It was just a bit of a kill securing. And now, well, with those two dead, with two big cores dead on the side of Radiant, we're back with the Dire trying to attack the Radiant Ancient. They are pinging the tier 4s. They want to go in. They want that big glowing thing. They want that glow stick. And they want it badly. And of course, that's the end of the game. That will lead to the plus 25 MMRs. No, they are going to try to walk in, but, oh, I didn't notice, but there's a creep here attacking your ranged Rex, and there's no more Rex here, as now, well, there could be even less if Ultra Valkyrie claims something. The Legion Commander is going to buy back, Zord is going to kill Hot Damn Chalice, as now I should probably focus on the fight, right? I probably should focus on the Rex, or maybe I should focus on Ultra Valkyrie trying to take down one. They are forcing everyone back, they know they cannot let their base fall, they know it, and they are indeed going to come, so job well done for Ultra Valkyrie. That again manages to get the base, to get the assault off, the button for the assault completely off for the Diet, and managed to bring everyone home. Everyone's going to respawn. Ultra Valkyrie is going to find a haste, but he's also going to find Ice in my pants. He is going to be brought in the air. There's still that happening. He's going to use a BKB and run out. Run out of here. Not run out of fuel, because he still has a lot of it. Still has a lot of fuels to work with. Alright, ice. God, my voice is breaking every single time I open my mouth. It's horrible. Oh, wow. That's what happens when you cast 3 series in a day, and then the next day try to keep casting 3 series. Isn't really great, is it? Probably should redo this one day, when I get my voice better. I like quality, you see? I like quality. No? Okay. It's a Radiant now that has completely respawned, that they can try to keep on putting the pressure, but it seems like we're running out of time. Both of these teams are. You see that they don't have a lot of buildings to work with. They still have a tier 3 to work with here, but it's the last tier 3 of its kind. In fact, it's the last tier 3 period. And maybe it's going to be under siege if the Dire get Roshan, but I feel like it's Radiant that are going to take Roshan, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the time I was waiting for! Ninja's Hyper is going to get Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher. The Refresher on the Radiant is very, very wonderful. You're gonna have a double Sanity Eclipse. Maybe Zeus is going to take it with a double Nimbus, maybe. Who's the Refresher going to go on? I mean, the Refresher shot, that's what I'm really curious of. Pick up that thing! No, the Timber is probably the worst person to put it on. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to the Zeus. Makes a lot of sense. I kind of would have preferred to put it on the Auto Devour. Double Sanity Eclipse does a lot of damage, but DOD is far from being the flagship of the Radiant at the moment. In fact, as far as farm is concerned, yeah, Ice has even more dollar, even more dosh than the Zeus, I mean, than DOD. DOD has fallen out of grace, it seems, but he still picks up the Aegis. After all, he does not need that much damage. I mean, that much items. Losing my words here. I say in my pants. He's going to come back home. He's going to rendezvous with his friends. And now, the Radiant, they want to finish the job now. I think everyone has had enough of this game, or maybe not. Maybe they want to play until the end of times, but I'm pretty sure that both of these teams have an eye on the enemy Ancient, finally. They know that the objective is close, and they know it's near. Ice in my pants is going to be eager to jump forward, but he knows that he has to defend. Oh, and here he comes. Ice in my pants is going to come in onto Beast. Beast is going to put himself in a natural prison, but it's the Timber Salt that falls first to the astral to the Mystic Curse. Beast, no BKB available, but he wants to use it after that. As now, the Legion Commander is currently under control, but the Death Ward is jumping around, doing a lot of damage. Kills down 1, kills down 2. Now you have the, oh wow, actually killed down 3. Now you have the Bristleback under trouble, buyback from the Huskar, Le Bolduc under Maledict, but he has a Heart of Tarask, and also more. He has that Octa Ring to work with. He's regening like there's no tomorrow. Also has more to work with. Beast still alive. Uses BKB. He has committed his first life, but he should not die to the second. As now, well, there's going to be a lot of control on this Dire Hero. Gonna make sure that any follow-up is impossible, as now he survives. So that's actually not that bad for the Radiant. Not that bad at all. They claim a triple kill to use a buyback on the Huskar. And yeah, you see the XP change is nil, because they're all level 25, it seems. They're all level 25, but yeah, that's what. It saved the game for the Radiant, I feel like. Otherwise, if this was a team wipe now, well, they would have to use all the buybacks, and they didn't have many to work with. They only had the OD and the Zeuses to work with. Now. We're still in a tense territory. We are not out of trouble quite yet. I do feel, however, like the end is getting nearer. Oh! Now that I think about it, that's where everyone has hit level 25. Let's look at level 25 talents then. Plus 15% lifesteal. Okay, so that's a lot of lifesteal. Alright, makes sense. That guy, attack range, so he's basically sniper in those fights. Okay, wonderful. Timber. Okay, he decided to not take the range on the Timber Chain, instead decided to go for the attribute reduction. Fair enough, that's great against a Huskar. That's wonderful. Beast. Yeah, I think we've seen it before. No, we haven't. He is going for the plus 52nd Arcane Orb Steal. Well, a no-brainer, really. The spell life steal is not worth it. 15%, not that great. Not that great, because, yeah, sure, he needs to sustain, but I think he prefers the intelligence steal. By far. Witch Doctor. Death Ward damage, of course, with the Aghanims. That's what you want, isn't it? Witch Doctor that is extremely farmed. Extremely farmed. Really. It's been a long time since I've seen a Witch Doctor go that far in a game. Now he has a level 2 boot of travel. He's 6 slotted. Well, he probably could even go for a Hurricane Pike if that's what he feels like having. Just for the sake of it. Just for the stats eventually. Yeah, that's a 6 slotted support. And now, well, okay, I think I've missed a few. Yeah, the Shadow Demon. What did he go for? Demonic Purge damage, okay, so that's a lot of damage on him. Spells, blah blah blah, I've already looked at you, friend. Ice Shot cooldown, oh, I see. Well, of course, it's a position 4 Tusk. That's what you want. No? Okay. There's going to be a smoke. It's not a Desperation Smoke quite yet. But it is going to be an attempt. They are going to scout that using the Thunder God Wrath. They are immediately going to walk back the Radiant. They know what's up. They know that there's something completely wrong here. And yeah, the Dire are going to be equally as cautious and not make any use of that smoke. And go back to farming. Go back to farming, maybe to get some buybacks, because we've hit that point in which you cannot afford to die without buyback. And who is lacking the money? No one. No, I know actually the Zeus is lacking the money. He's the only one. Probably should be farming right now. Ice. Does not have just a refresher. Well, refresher shard. In fact, I think he used it. And he liked the refresher shard so much I decided to buy a proper refresher. Well, he probably is going to get a triple Nimbus with the... if he does get that Roshan and that refresher shard. I feel like this Decisive 5 is going to be here. In the Roche pit. Maybe. Because the game could end before that. It could end at any point, I feel. It's so tense that... yeah. The breaking point is near. Roshan is going to spawn in 2 minutes. If there's no breaking point before that, it's going to come under Roshan. Under the watchful eyes of Roshan. Oh, Demon Sea has a cheese. How? Okay, he didn't use the cheese during the entire time. Probably should give it to someone more deserving, I feel. He probably should. Like, I don't know, the Bristleback. Replenish his entire health point. And oh, second smoke. This time there is a Thunder God's Wrath to spot them all. But they're even going to find the double damage. Okay, this is a perfect opportunity for the Dire. Oh, never mind. The Thunder God's Wrath spots the rotation again. But this time we could spot someone. It could stand a whole damn Claris, I finally said it right, or it could get Ice. He's going to walk forward. Now, Beast, under trouble, but he has a BKB to work with. Now he's going to have to go on the tertiary target the Timbersaw. He's not going to get it. Now, he does have one to work with, but he's going to be forced to fight the Legion Commander. He's actually going to get it. No buyback on that man. Okay, so the Radiant are now a big one, but they don't have the Timbersaw neither. No idea how he died. Beast now should be cautious. Now, BKB used by the Witch Doctor. Unfortunately, it's only defensive, as the entirety of the Dire are grouped up, clamped up, but they're not going to assault anyone today. They are probably going to wait, or are they? They're still hanging around the base, trying to find the right opportunity, the right move. No, they're walking back. They're walking back, are they? Are they? Quack? No? Well, he is going to go down, maybe. He's going to Demonic Purge himself. His friends are nowhere to be seen. Dead. Dead with buyback. He at least has buyback. He at least has buybacks. Same time though, there's an ancient that is exposed. The tier 4s have fallen. And this is what I meant. The longer the game lasts, the less buildings you will see. And now there's no more tower in the Dire period. It's really rare. It is extremely rare that I see racks standing but not towers. It's really rare that I see this, honey. Anyway. Now, it does appear like with the 2 people dead on the Dire, the Radiant want to end this. They want out. They want this to end. They want the madness to end. They're going to take down the 1 racks remaining. Here comes the duel. It could be over. It could just be over. The Ancient is exposed. The Legion Commander has managed to find a kill, and yes, this is it. This is probably it. They're going to throw one last fight at them, but the Legion Commander is going to try to fight the Ancient, but no, he's dead. He is dead. Now, Beast, he has to survive. He cannot die now. He cannot die now, but no, it is in fact going to be on the back line. There's still the assault on the Ancient, as now Oaklandish is going to die. They have taken down the support that brought back. They have taken them down as... oh, what's this? Oh, it's the Legion Commander to finish the game. Alright, sure. Why not? TP with BOTs and good game, well played. Blo. You guys didn't see me. Well, I didn't see you neither, Elsie. I did not. And that is the end of an Odyssey. The end of a great Odyssey. Now, let's look at the most important stat that matters. The number of camp stacks, of course. That's right. The real reason the Radiant won is because they only stacked once, which is a lucky number. They have stacked 3 times, maximum. Meaning that they had absolutely no chance. Who am I kidding? This game... this game was not won due to pure, well, to pure strength. It was not one team ran over the other. It was close. It could have gone either way. Net worth doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Net worth does matter until the 50-minute mark. Player level, they all hit level 25. No, what matters was really those fights. Was really the ability of one team to run at the other, find the other out of position and kill them. But I do feel like the Dire at some point had lost the build, hadn't they lost the buildings, they would have probably had a better shot at this. This game would have lasted even longer. But unfortunately for them, they lost a few racks, and that's what made the difference, I feel like. What made the difference is also, well, I do feel them not capitalizing enough on the mid game, where they were kind of ahead. You see, well, come on, let me look at net worth. There you go. That point over there. I think that's, well, that's the mid game in this game. That's when they got everything back together. They could have just continued on, taken Roshan, but instead they decided to go straight for buildings. That was way too greedy. Well, I'm not an analyst though, so I may be completely wrong. Maybe the play was just run down mid and end the game before anything could have happened, but unfortunately you saw what happened when that happened. They died. Maybe if they had a better positioning, they could have won those fights. There were so many opportunities in those fights, but what happened, happened. And now, we, people watching from the future, can only ponder if it could have been any different, but it's not going to be any different. Anyway, enough about me rambling about stuff, more about you leaving this video. I'm just going to sign you off. Wait, which one was it? That's the one. Well, this was really a fun one. Thank you, False, for that one. I've had a blast casting it, although, as you kind of noticed from my voice and my tone, I'm kind of tired today. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. This is Vantalion signing out.